Hello, Sage here on the Sage channel, and we're back in Singular Survival for one very important thing. We are going to go ahead and gather materials. Yes, it's a mining episode, but before we go doing that, and before you run away, my plan is to do some extreme mining and doing a mountain of either cutting ahead or fast forwarding. But first thing we're going to do is actually put some more lights on this really quickly. So first and foremost, we'll go ahead and grab, I believe it is the construction components we need for those lights. Let's go ahead and see. I'm actually going to remove that and go construction. Oh no, not that. Light. There we go. And we'll grab the lights we're going to be using, and it is steel plates to start placing them. So steel, construction component, interior. And since we have the TIM system set up, it should be super easy. So construction, we need 4, because we're going to put 4 lights in. Steel plates, and then it was, what was the last one? Interior plates, I believe. There we go. And if we had any excess, we could just dump it into that connector right there, and it would sort them all back out. I should also point out, some people have said, hey, aren't you missing a vent on this ship? I did put a vent right there, stuck in the side, so we do have vents. And then I think the lights we'll just put right here, and then, I've suddenly lost focus on the game. It like alt-tabby almost. And then 2 more on the other sides right here and here. Sort of close together, but it should allow us to at least have some light shining around where we are working. Sort of unfortunately I don't have one pointing straight down, but I think we'll be alright without that. Furthermore, before we actually head off to do all the mining and fast forwarding and nonsense I plan to do for this, we're also going to move some construction components, or not construction components, cargo container stuff about a little tiny bit. And what I mean by that is over here, we're actually going to go ahead and cut out these 3 right here. And what we're going to replace them with is actually one large cargo container, because I'm starting to get I'm starting to worry that we aren't going to have enough cargo container space once we actually get up into the stars. And that's one of the terrible things, is I'm fearful once we get up there things going terribly wrong. So cutting these out, we're going to put one more large container in here. We're going to leave the 6-way connector above the one we're removing right now, and that should allow us to, barely had enough space there. That should allow us to go ahead and find our large cargo container, put stuff around that one, like, I don't know, oxygen tanks, because we're currently missing oxygen. Also, what we're probably going to end up doing around the edges of, either on the outsides of these, or maybe on the insides of the batteries, is we're also just going to go ahead and put in, yeah, I think this will be fine. It's a bit silly the way I've set it all up, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and put in some gyroscopes. These people have been pointing out that I'm missing gyroscopes, and we don't necessarily want to be flying about in space without said gyroscopes. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up real quick. And there we go, finished up. Went ahead and grabbed basically all the components from the sausages cargo container. I actually ended up having to use one of those because of course we had severed any connection from down below us. And of course we can drop stuff off into here and it'll automatically sort and pull it every 10 seconds to wherever it needs to be. Now for this cargo container we are actually going to go here, we're going to go cargo, and we're going to basically copy the name of the U, Control A, Control C, Control A, Control V. There we go. And somebody actually pointed out, I should have been using like a text editor basically to make these names, that way I could see them all at once and then just copy and pasting them in here. I could have, yes, indeed, done that. I just sort of didn't. Okay dokie, Murphy's cargo is all good. I think we're good to go actually. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So what we're going to do now is, now that we have that, place some other things in here just for future and then hit the road right away. And the things I'm thinking of placing, of course, as I said earlier, are those oxygen containers. Doop. And of course, once we're in space, we can even work on putting in some, let's go ahead and look for steel plates. There we go. Also, I think I went and put the wrong name on this. Yeah, because it's loading physics objects. We don't want that. We want, like this guy here. Just a sort of random normal stuff. In fact, we can even change the names around. So that one will have the sort of random normal stuff, and now number 4 will just stay as it is. That should work. So now, yeah, you'll still have the physics stuff, but now this one, the top one, that would have in the past not had that, will now have, yeah, all the random stuff. We can go ahead now and place these in, now that we have all of our inventory stuff set up the way we want. So basically, all of the cargo containers will be storing just everything except for this very top one. Will just be storing tools, which in the future we might even change that around to just be components as well, since we'll want more component storage. But it basically means these 3 cargo containers right here are now just going to be component storage. That's a priority 2, and those 2 are priority 3. So we'll fill that one up and then try filling those 2 up. Cool. What else do we have? That's about it. This vent right here should be set to depressurize. It is, so if these ever get finished being built up, which they should be before we take off, it'll automatically just be pumping oxygen into those instead of us having to waste ice to fill those up, because we already have all these hydrogen tanks down here. I believe we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that are going to want to be filled up. Cool. Alright, well now that we got that set up, I think for the time being we're just going to leave this. We might move that vent, by the way, in the future to somewhere where we can actually put more oxygen tanks or something around that. But for the time being, let's go ahead and grab our Murphy the Miner, which is sure to have some sort of wonderful troubles today, and head out and get mining. The first thing we're going to go after is more uranium, because I want to have a very, very nice uranium surplus, because I'm terrified of running out of power in all of our little ships. Even though our main ship is all battery and solar powered, so it should in theory be fine once we get into space, there is the danger of course, running out of just, well, small ship fuel. And here we go. Now that we're at this location, I'm actually going to go ahead and rotate the ship forward this time. We're going to be keeping a close eye on our little thingy on the left there, our gravity thing. So basically, if we can't see the arrow, we're pretty much facing straight down, so we're pretty alright. If any left and right turns spin the thing, that's kind of good. Kind of. And what we're going to do here is actually go ahead and dig out a huge area, and this is why I was saying this is going to be a largely fast forward episode, is because my battle plan here is most definitely to simply be, and let me actually go ahead and F9 so I can control the ship while I'm in spectator mode, to be rotating this ship about, or to be clearing this whole huge area out here. So let's just go ahead and get to it then, shall we? And I'm going to leave the UI on so I can actually see where it's aiming, so I'm not going to mess things up terribly, hopefully. Alright, you win, you sons of guns. Many of you have been asking me, Sage, when you're building a miner on a ship, you shouldn't build it with, you know, with the drills facing forward. You should build it with the drills facing down. You win, okay? You win. We're not going to rework the whole damn thing. What I am going to do is go back to base and find all the stuff we need to put a small computer on it. And I know I did mention previously that small computers don't allow you to go into third person and rotate your camera around anymore, even if you're on the same vehicle. But I do believe, since we're using spectator, it won't bloody matter, since we're cheatsy doodling that tiny little bit. And I think we're going to end up putting it just like right, I don't know, here, I guess. That looks like a good spot, right? So go ahead and put it right there. We need interior computer motor. Interior computer motor. Interior computer motor. I'm forgetting something. Interior computer construction component. Time to fly back and grab that. And now that we're back, we'll go ahead and put it in right there. Cool. And that should make things far, far easier. I should say I also managed to rig my drills so they're always on in a right-click fashion, simply by going into here, clicking on them, having them on, holding right-click, and then pressing escape, letting go of right-click, and then pressing escape again. Alright, now that we got those going, let's also go to our remote control. Oh my god. Well, brilliant. We already had a remote control somewhere on here, but I can't hold Alt and change it. I guess I just put that on there for the heck of it. Remote, and then this is a 90 degrees one. Boop. It's basically rotated 90 degrees. We'll control that. There we go. Once again, I can't hold Alt and move the camera, even though I'm still sitting in the seat now. Odd. But let's just go back to our spectator cheatsy doodles. Aim the damn thing down. In fact, let's go ahead and rotate it like this. You can even see our target reticle moving about. And now we should be able to press C and move down. Yep, that's way easier. Oh, and our drills have turned off. But we have a group here, which you can't set them to automatically be on a right-click mode, which is unfortunate. But we do have it here, so we'll just do the same damn thing we did before, won't we? We'll right-click and do escape, and then, yeah. Okay, time to keep going. God, oh no, those... Oh, Jesus Christ, it didn't even look like it was going wrong. I just sitting here thinking about the Ghostbusters moving in ways I could have phrased the damn trailers better so that people might not have lost their shizzle-whizzle, and all of a sudden it falls over. Thank God it looks like it's unharmed. Let's keep mining. Alrighty, and that is enough for the time being, I think. Let's do an F to go back to actually controlling the ship. Oof, there we go, and now we can actually see what we've done, and what we've done is nowhere near as level as it looked from that one angle. That's what you get for mining all from one angle. God almighty, it is very annoying. I should have built the ship differently so that I could have actually seen what was directly forward when I'm actually in the cockpit. Either way though, you can see we've mined down into and apparently through the magnesium layer to our right. Uranium is still a bit farther down, but it looks like we can make some progress like this. So I'm going to go ahead and mine our way down to the uranium just like this now. God almighty. Yeah, you probably saw that flail of panic there. I forgot which way was up and down, and completely zoned out and floored it flying upwards. Either way, though, we have definitely found ourselves quite a bit of uranium now. We're going to go ahead and gather up until I think we're at 200,000 kilograms, and then head back to base. I think we were able to go to 321 if memory serves, but we did lose a thruster apparently like just then when we panicked and flew away. Ooh, in fact, I think we've lost a reactor as well, because that looks like some uranium just sitting on the ground. Yikes. Yeah, we lost the reactor on top. Dagnabbit. Ooh, I'm rubbish at mining on planets. Definitely should have built this ship to be flown pretty much completely while Oh, don't tell me the layer of uranium is just that thin. That's very thin. Oh, my right-clicking might have blasted through much more of that than I thought. Either way, though, we're going to mine up till we are roughly at the 200 kilograms weight, and then fly back. Ooh, and a little lag spike there. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, I'm an idiot. So I thought, well, maybe I could click and drag and remove a big stack from, you know, within my inventory here. Just nice and quick like, you know. Just drag it to the cockpit and then drop it, but of course that destroyed the cockpit. God dang it all. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. The ship no longer has a cockpit. Luckily it does have an antenna, so we can actually get back to base with it. Oh, why did you just come loose? Okay, all the gyroscopes have either been destroyed or... No, there's still more at the back. Okay, we're alright. Nobody panic here. Nobody panic. We have construction bonus. This is absolutely fine. We're going to be fine. The only thing we need to do right now that we don't currently have is put somewhere for us to sit, just so we're sort of safe on that. We're alright. It's just been another... Okay, my own stupidity has cost us once again. I was trying to get some magnesium. I thought, okay, but let's also get rid of some of the stone, because I've gone over the weight I said we were going to go to, but... Urga-durga-durga. Oh, was a fool. Was a fool as per usual. Okay, I thought that... Oh, it needs an interior plate as well. I guess we're not putting a seat on there, because I don't think we have anything here that actually has an interior plate that we actually would like to cut off. That does. I don't think we want to cut that. Yeah, there's the other computer block too. We don't want to cut that either. Okay, let's just go ahead. What we're going to do is... These are probably full of useful materials. Yes, they are. Thank you, Windows, for pinging me an update for Dreamweaver. I don't even know I have that installed. Don't need that stone. That uranium, look at all that beautiful uranium. We're going to go ahead and manually transfer all this uranium stuff up into the cargo containers. And then we're going to fly this back to base. Good news, I found an interior plate while cutting away some of the stuff down below. Oh, we need 10 of them. We need 10 of them. Where did I get that interior plate from? Was it from one of these? It was probably from that right there. Yeah, that'll get us 4 more. Oh, I just ground them down, use my inventory. Okay, managed to find enough interior plates to get it done. And it's actually all you need, apparently, in one construction bonus magically. I'm going to go ahead, gather all I can out of these. This is probably going to spew a bunch of materials out. Yep. Let's grab anything of use, and then transport the components and everything back to base, where we'll probably... Oh, God. Either completely rebuild Murphy, you know, tear it down and build something else, or just repair the front of it, which is probably the logical thing to do, because we've rebuilt so many damn things, it's psychotic to continue doing so. That's a big rock. Well, that was unexpected. Robo-Dog just jumped in pit and killed itself. No idea where that even came from. There we go. Everything ground down, loaded up, ready to go. We can hop on our seat, find our remote control, that one, control, and now we're basically in a ship flying about. Let's go ahead. Oh, hey, check that out. We can actually use Alt and look around this time. Anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves out of here. We have one... I can't rotate in third person though, brilliant. We have one dinky thruster for forward and 2 thrusters for backwards, which means we'll actually accelerate faster going backwards. Where's our base? Is that our base? No, that's silver. There's our base, right? Yeah, there. Let's go ahead and fly ourselves. I have 3 thrusters for backwards actually, so we can accelerate pretty quickly like this, and then turn around to decelerate. And we are overloading our power, but we're still gaining altitude, so we're fine. We are fine. Nothing to worry about in this silly, stupid craft. Nothing to worry about at all. Oh god. Dagnabbit, every time I take anything out, it seems like I always crash it. I'm absolutely useless at mining on planets, it seems. Oh, let's hope that once I get into space, my... well, I want to say luck, but skill improves, and hopefully I won't be destroying everything we build. Next up, because I really wanted to gather that stuff before we headed out into space, next up is honestly gathering ice so we can get all of our hydrogen tanks filled. So I'm going to dock the ship, repair it, and then we're going to go out and start gathering ice. And I think there's some iron and stuff near us still. Yeah, I can see some iron right there. Iron, nickel, all that. We'll grab some of that as well before we go ahead and head out. I'm going to actually go ahead and land this ship right here, and then bring the... basically set up everything we want to be built, and then bring the, what do you call that fun thing over, the flying sausage over, and just repair it in like 2 seconds. Oh my god, my sense of depth is completely off, and I can't rotate my camera. Brilliant. Brilliant.